we're on. Hi everyone, so I'm Jess from Jessica's Beauty, proudly one of the Light Elegance brand ambassadors. I'm hoping you'll recognise me because I've done a past, I think I've done all the lives now that have been on for the shows. But yeah, so if you don't know me already, yeah, I'm Jess from Jessica's Beauty. I've been in the nail industry since 2018, but been in the beauty industry for about 10 years. So yeah, I feel like that's gone really quick when I'm thinking about my age. I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, it is 10 years. As you'll find throughout, I am a waffler, already starting before we've even started doing the actual demo. So today we're going to be doing hard gel manicures, using a few from the new collection, a few colours from the previous collection, doing a little French, doing a little glitter encapsulation. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. So this is for the Pro Beauty event. So if you haven't already gone on Light Elegance, make sure you do either after this, or you can go on it now because this is going to be saved later, and use code PBMarch20 and you get 20% off your order. And I'll tell you later when my nails are curing which bits that I've got, because I did my order at 9:01. I was like, I need to make sure I've got everything I want. So I'm going to shimmy the camera around, get comfy, and hope you enjoy. Hope you've got a cuppa or whatever you fancy drinking on a Sunday evening. Very chilled. I'm hydrating myself with squash. Nothing exciting. Pretty boring. But yeah, give me 2 seconds whilst I re-zhuzh and shimmy the camera where I want it to be. Excuse my forehead. So just want to pop that there, and let me adjust the light so you can actually see what I'm doing. So you can see some of the products I'm using. I'll move that out of the way because that's in case we have time for any extras. So I'm hoping this doesn't hop too much, because sometimes when I'm on live, I've noticed my camera hops about a bit, which is rather annoying. So not long ago, I've done all my cuticle work, so I'm not going to be nipping too much because I haven't got much to nip, so I'd rather let that grow out a bit. But whenever I'm doing hard gel manicure, I do tend to do my cuticle work once I've applied the product, just because I don't want to be filing too much around raw skin, because I always file my hard gel applications. Very, very rarely do I do it without filing, mainly because I use Extreme. That's the predominant hard gel that I use. And although it is really self-leveling, I'm just a bit OCD and like to make sure it's exactly where I want it to be. So I'm just going to etch with the Lexiline file, just to make sure we've got a little bit of texture on the nail to grip. These are great files, perfect to get right in the corner there. Can you all hear and see me well? Let me know. Now, I won't lie, I am not the best hand model for this, because I do unfortunately batter my nails, mainly because I do a lot of my content using my own nails, so that's why they could probably do with a little bit more what is it? I was going to say TCP, that is not it, TLC. Then I actually give them. And I have pre-shaped as well beforehand, but I never really do the most perfect shape, until I do kind of a rough shape of what I want, and then once I've applied the product, then I really make sure that the product's exactly how I want it to be and my nail shape's exactly how I want it to be. Hello, how is everyone this Sunday evening? As Mandy was saying earlier, how nice was the weather. I do think it does send us Brits a bit crazy. We're like, it's summer, but we'll see what tomorrow brings, because I never trust it until I see it. So I ran out of my LE Pro wipes, so I have cut up the, is it called the Big Daddy? I've gone blank. I think they're like the big, like a bigger version of the wipes, like instead of couch roll. And I've cut those up because it's exactly big wipes. Why have I said what I called it? But I'm glad you've corrected me. Thanks, Jojo. So I've just cut those up because it's exactly the same fabric. So these are great for lint free, not getting any fuzzy bits on these. So I'm just going to cleanse the nails. I can't believe I called it that. I'm not going to repeat it. But yeah, so I'm just going to really make sure there's no debris as well, all under the nails. I feel like you can really see my double jointedness when I'm on live with how my fingers sit. So I'm going to use Air Bond and just apply this over the nail before I put tack on. So yeah, if you're only just joining, this is for the Pro Beauty event that's happening, and we've got 20% off at the moment. So type in the code PBMarch and you'll get 20% off. So I did quite a big order this morning. I got everything in the basket ready to go. And I think my order literally came through at about, oh gosh, I think it was 9:01. I was quick, I was on the ball. So we're just going to let that soak in. What did you order? I'm nosy. To be fair, I do find whenever it's like the shows, like the trade shows, I always make the most of getting my basics. So I've ordered like the big tubes of Lexiline, the 120 mils, because they last me so long and they are more cost effective of bringing your cost per service down. So yeah, so that's why. And then I'm just going to get tack ready and my brush ready. So obviously you can always use the actual brush that it comes with, but sometimes it doesn't always get down to the very bottom, and I do like to really scrub this in. So this is a very ugly brush that's well loved, but I just find I can get to the very bottom and I can really buff the product in to the nails. So I'm just going to really buff that in. You still want to see texture on the nail. You don't want it like fully coated. Where it's like smooth, you want to see the actual texture of the nail, I find, and that's where I get the best adhesion for clients' nails to last long. And what else did I get? I also got some brushes that I needed to get. See, that's a bit too much, I feel. So I'm just going to wipe any excess off and really buff that into the nail. So yeah, I got some of the Smile Line brush that I've not tried before because I am obsessed with French. Majority of my clients have it. I probably do at least 3 to 4 sets of French a day. Very big with my clients. And I've seen a lot of people use the Smile Line brush, so I thought I'm going to give it a go because I do get FOMO and I'm very easily influenced. So I thought I need to try it. So that's coming. The super shiny refill bottles, the tack refill bottles, they're all great. Again, to just bring your cost per service down, so more profit for you. And what else? I'm sure I got some other bits. I got some more Jimmy Gel in Ideal Pink and Crystal Clear. So also tack goes in for 30 seconds. So just as a reminder. So I'm going to go in with, I'm going to do a few different. So on the thumb, I want to do a glitter encapsulation. So when I can remove these, I've still got product to go down, so I'm using clear fibre and just getting a small amount. So fibre has fiberglass pieces in. This is great for extensions, using as a base before you build up with your Ideal Pink Extreme, your Clear Extreme, Cool Gel, One Step, whatever you're wanting. I mean, obviously with One Step, it's a one-step process, but if you wanted a little bit more strength behind it, you can always use fibre. It comes in natural fibre and pink. I believe it's pink. But I'm going to do that on all of these. And also doing a thin layer of hard gel is good for when you're coming back to doing your infills, because then you're never e-filing back down on the natural nail. It gives you a buffer to fall back on, keeping the natural nails healthy. Which I probably should do more of that on my own nails. But being a very busy nail tech, I probably give my nails a bit more abuse than they should. Just not that, so I'm just pushing that there. Hope you can all see clear as well. No matter how much I pre-practice this in the camera, I always find that I'm like, oh, probably should have got that closer in. Okay, so that's going in the lamp for 60 seconds. Let's see what else I got. I think I got about 16 items altogether. So I did get quite a lot, but I got it wrong. I did a post earlier that said I saved 126, but it was £129 I saved, which is huge. It really is huge. So obviously that goes to more profit for me in my treatments as well. So same to you lot as well. So I'm going to use Ideal Pink. So I know this says Ideal Pink Builder, but it's not. It's Ideal Pink Extreme, because I filled that tub up with my Ideal Pink Extreme gel. Yeah, it was such a good saving. I was very smug when I saw that at the bottom of the checkout. I was like, yes, £129. Then I was thinking, what else could I spend with that £129 that I've saved? Because girl math, that's how girl math works for me anyway. Yeah, we are really spoilt with these discounts massively. So I'm just going to wipe my brush off. Sorry if the screen keeps jumping. I think Mandy was saying that. I think it is something to do with like the Pro iPhones. I don't know what iPhone I've got. I think it's either the 14 or the 15. It's one or the other. So I'm going to do Ideal Pink Extreme on my pinky. So as always, can we see? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Maybe there. So I'm just going to do a slip layer. Do let me know if you can't see or it's jumping or anything, so I can amend it. Yeah, love girl maths. Girl maths definitely won't make me rich, but it makes me happy. So sometimes there's a balance, isn't there? So I'm just going to get a small bead, because obviously it's only on the natural nail, this, and just place it just at the top, so by the cuticle, and we're just going to buff that. I'm trying to see where I can get it so you can really see. Right, hang on. Oh, I'm getting into a mess now seeing this. Right, hopefully you can see this a bit clearer now. So I'm just going to drag but push it up at the same time, taking it from either side of the nail. And as you can see probably already with the line of the light, how it's already self-leveling. I'm just going to get my stylus tool, because this, if you haven't got the stylus tool, you need it. It's a lifesaver, especially when it comes to getting gel on your nails, or on your, like you're touching the skin or anything. Just helps clear that. So there, see there, like how it's touching that? The stylus tool just gets you, allows you to get right in there and pick that up. So as you can see, that is uneven, and if I hold it to there, you can see I am going to be finish filing, but you can move it still. And this is the beauty of Extreme. You have got that bit more time with it, or you can hold upside down. Not too, I don't feel like you can do that too much with Extreme unless you're going to hold it for ages, but if you just needed a little tweak, you could definitely. So I'm happy with that because it's minimal filing, so I'm just going to cure that. So that's for my French nail. I'm going to clean my brush whilst that's cooking. What's everybody's favourite hard gel that they use from the Lexi line? Find it interesting listening to what other techs like to use. And if you've just joined, this is so we've got a fantastic deal on at the moment, which is 20% off using the code PB March 20. So huge savings to be made, so definitely make a note of that. Or if you're wanting to go onto the website now, you can always come back and watch this later, as all the lives are going to be saved on onto Instagram, so don't worry too much about missing anything, because you can always watch it back. So my favourite Extreme, Builder and Extreme, one step, Extreme. It is interesting listening to, hearing what people love. So on these three, we're just going to use Clear Extreme, because I'm going to show you. I might come back to that one actually, just in case we have got time. So again, just doing a slip layer, Builder as base, and Extreme over the top. I do love Builder, to be fair. And then again, smallish bead. That was probably a little bit too big, but hopefully you can see. And again, we're just going to buffer it up. Whilst dragging it side to side. See, This is what happens when I'm on a live. I missed a big chunk of nail. But luckily with that slip layer, it will help guide it down as well when it starts to self-level. I'm just going to quickly flash cure that just for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to go on to my index. It depends how I feel on the day, either extreme or one step. Yeah, because they are quite different, extreme and one step. One step, I do feel like it is great. I just don't think maybe I'm as quick of a nail tech to be using it, perhaps. Maybe that's a me problem. But for those who do, who are quicker, probably good for those techs that enjoy Jimmy Gel. Because obviously they're really great for self-leveling. So again, going in with a slip layer because this helps guide the product. And again, just getting a little bead, starting from the top and dragging down whilst going each side. Let's make sure I'm really bringing that product down. And again, the beauty with Extreme, you have got that bit more time to play around with if you're not happy with the application. So I feel like it's quite bumpy on that side. And you can see, like, look at the line of light, you can really see when it's not smooth. So that's the importance of good lighting as well. And obviously, because I'm finished one, it's not too important, but if you can reduce the amount of filing you're doing, then that is better because less strain on your wrists. And then sometimes if I do think there just needs to be a little bit more product, but I don't want to apply a big bead, I just kind of let a little bit of the gel just drag. And I kind of zigzag just to fill in any little gaps to help it self-level that bit more. And I feel like that's done that. Obviously it's not 100% perfect, but I do like doing that little method just to fill in any little dips. So I'm going to let that cure. Again, only quickly because, well, just a quick flash cure because we're going to go in with the encapsulation. So I'm going to do that with Chick Flick and Chill from the new Girls Night In collection. I'm obsessed with that. It's gorgeous. And then we're going to put Gossip and Glow over the top. I don't even know how that's got there, that little bit of something. And we're going to do that on the thumb. So, have any of you got the new collection yet? It's amazing. Absolutely obsessed with it. As you can see, well loved already. So, sorry that keeps flicking. That is annoying. So I do apologise about that. So, with it being an encapsulation, I mean, obviously not all glitters you have a base colour with, but I do like to do that because I feel like it just makes the glitters pack a bit more punch. So, and also, you don't have to use loads of product either when you're using a colour underneath the glitter, because say if you've applied it a little bit thin in one area, 9 times out of 10, the glitter will cover it. After you've used loads. I've only used it once. Flaming Hot is stealing the limelight with my clients. Yeah, Flaming Hot is a good go-to. A lot of my clients are waiting for that to waiting to have that for the summer. So I always like to just guide around the cuticle. And I'm using the gel polish brush. I know some people paint with the is it the oval? oval 4 brush. But I always use the gel polish brush. So get as close to the cuticle as possible. I'm getting as close as I can with the current eye view that I've got at the moment. Just going to get a little bit more, not too much, because again it's going to be covered by the glitter, so I'm not too worried. If there is any when I normally apply this is a very full coverage, but I'm just not worried too much. Just going to make sure that corners. Now I know that there's a little bit of gel there, not too worried about that, that'll come out when I file it. So I'm just going to cure that for 60 seconds and all the gels for 60 seconds then, so they can all get a full cure. I'm just going to cover that up. Yeah, that is a good go-to, and that's really cute as a French manicure as well. I've used that for cute little French tips that I'll actually be posting at some point this week, well, this coming week, on my Instagram, which is Jessica's Beauty, if you don't follow me already. So keep your eyes peeled for that, it's very cute. I'm just going to get my glitter brush ready. Although I say about the gel polish brush, all my glitter brushes are the oval 4. I don't know why I've not got glitter brushes in the gel polish. I've just always had them in the oval 4. Hi everyone that's just joining in. We're doing hard gel manicures today, and I'm currently got we've got Ideal Pink Extreme on my pinky, Clear Extreme on these, and we're going to do an encapsulation on this on my thumbnail. So using Gossip and Glow. Sorry if the camera's jumping. I mean, how stunning is that? I haven't made up my mind if it's mint or blue. I think it is mint, but you can definitely put it over this. Well, that's what I'm going to do anyway. You can see it's got like a pinkish hue to it. So you can get a decent amount. It really is. It is stunning. And we're just going to gently buff that towards the cuticle. Oh, sorry, I feel like I'm out of frame a bit. There we go. It is so pretty. See, my favourite glitters are the thinner, like the smaller kind of chunks. I mean, these aren't even chunks, but I feel like when I come onto a live, my descriptions like become terrible. I feel like I lose all my vocabulary completely. I'm just going to get the stylus brush just to tidy up there. This is, if you haven't got it, I know I've mentioned this earlier, but if you haven't got the stylus tool, you need to add it to basket straight away, because I literally use it all the time. I know, it's such a nice combination. I love it. Yeah, they are. Yeah, fine transparent. That is a much better description than what I said. Smaller chunks. That's, yeah, a far better description. I'm just moving those out of the way and then going back to Clear Extreme, and we're going to put, because we're only doing it on my thumb, so it's a short nail, a thin overlay just to smooth it out. I remember a few times when I've ever had new clients and I've done the encapsulation method and I've filed over the top. It's so funny, their faces, they're like, oh my gosh, did you not like what you've put on? And I'm like, no, wait for the reveal when you get the super shiny on. but I forget to explain, like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not filing the whole load of product off. It's just to make sure that the glitter's nice and smooth instead of it being bumpy. So just getting a little slip layer first. And again, you don't want to do too thick of an application when it's on a smaller, like a shorter nail. No one wants thick product on the nail. So, find it. Right, here we go. Hopefully that's a better. So we're just going to drag this round from either side. And again, because we've got thickness from the glitter, it does also help with the strength of the nail. And then I am going to do my little drizzle method just to smooth over, to help any self-leveling bits. Oh, I'm not doing that in camera. So I just get a little bit of the gel and just let it float in. And we're going to cure that for 60 seconds as well. I'll move the gel out of the way. I just put a few colours that I'm wanting to use. So 2 from the new collection and 2 from the Happy Vibes collection from last year. A little bit of a mix. Thanks all for joining, any new people that have joined. If you didn't know already, we've got a fantastic offer on at the moment, which is 20% off, when you use code PBMarch20, you get 20% off your order. And this is even better because I saw this on Mandy's live. I saw Jojo comment that on the outlet, we've got 40% off on the outlet. So then you get an extra 20% off on that. So even more deals. I mean, you can't get any better than that, can you? Every penny counts. So I'm just going to wipe over the sticky layer. No, we haven't built on this, but I don't want to get any dust residue stuck on that. So, using my Lexiline file in the 100-180, I'm just going to gently, when it comes to the encapsulated nails, do be careful when filing. I think we've all probably done it where we've overfiled and we've took a bit of the product off. I mean, there's no harm in that. You can just apply quickly, but obviously we're trying to eliminate having to do that. So just gently around the cuticle. Yeah, when I first did this on clients, they were like, "What are you doing? What? Do you not like what you've put on?" I'm like, "No, we're just getting it ready for the big reveal." Hoping you can all see clearly. Have any of you made the most of the discount at the moment? And if you have, what have you ordered? Because I'm nosy as well. So just go around the cuticle, down the sides. Definitely feel caggy-handed. Well, I definitely feel caggy-handed on this live at the moment. I don't know why, I'm more than normal. I don't think I've been using my own hands for a while. I normally use like the blink tips when I'm doing the nail art, but obviously we wanted to do a hard gel manicure today, so I'm just tidying up that free edge. So I always like to feel it myself as well. Make sure that it's smooth, because sometimes it can look it to the eye, especially when it goes matte. You haven't got the guide of the light showing you where the lumps and bumps are, so I always like to feel. And then getting foamy. This is the best buffer, and I'm not just saying that, it is a fantastic buffer. I just feel, again, you can get right into the nooks and crannies of the nails, comfortably underneath, and it just feels nice to hold. It's not, I know that sounds like a strange thing to say, it's nice to hold, but it is. Oh, let me have a look. Gen 4 lamp, Air Bond Cashmere Extreme Cleanser. And after Layla's live, I'm going to check my Q and Lou stock. So maybe, I know I do that all the time. Whenever there's discounts on, I do a big order and then I'm like, oh, I forgot to add that. I forgot to add that. So just going to buff over so it's nice and smooth, ready to do the top coat. Are we able to combine delivery if we place multiple orders? That'll be a Jojo and a Layla question. That is not, I have not got the knowledge for that, I'm afraid. Sorry. So they'll probably comment shortly, so don't worry. So we're just making sure that's all nice and smooth. Yeah, happy with that. So I'm not going to top coat yet. We're not going to do the grand reveal of that one yet. Then we're going to go over to the others. I've already topped up on my Q after Layla's. Yeah, I think pedicures, people do forget about pedicures, and like there's a few people I know in the beauty industry that don't offer them, and I always think, why? I never understand it. They're just such like an easy kind of extra money earner, and it's important as well. Like I feel like clients absolutely love matching hands and feet. Who wouldn't? I mean, you don't have to have matching hands and feet, but I feel like a lot of my clients do anyway. Or they'll go for something that completely clashes, which is quite cool as well. So I always like to start by the cuticle, going down the sides onto the free edge, just trying to see. I feel like I just kind of go, like I do it in my own world, so I have to remember I'm on a live and I'm demonstrating and I need to tell you what I'm doing. But I think we all get into a filing zone, don't we? Okay. My clients love a matching mani-pedi. Absolutely, I do. Although I've got nothing on my toes at the moment and I'm mortified. So a pedi for myself is well in need. So I'm always checking, like, am I liking the apex? Although you don't have to make a huge apex when it comes to doing it on shorter nails like this. It's just nice to know that you've got a bit of structure there for when it does grow out to support the growth. Because a lot of my clients, they tend to go 4 weeks, depending on their nail growth. Some clients go 3 weeks, some clients go 5. Obviously that's personal to the client really, on what works for them and you. But I'd say the majority of my clients go 4 weeks. So again, just always keep checking as well. Smooth, and I do this on my clients as well. And then we're going to go and do the same on my ring, and then I'm going to go over and buff all these together, bar that one. So again, around the cuticle. And that's why I always tend to do my cuticle work last. So I'll prep all the nails. Literally the only thing I don't do with the cuticle is trim it. Obviously, if there's any, you know how you can get like random flyaways with your cuticles. I'll nip those off so I know that it's not going to get stuck into the gel. But But any that's just going to be your normal bit round here, I just make sure that it's well and truly pushed back, so we're not getting any product there. And then once I've finished filed and buffed, I'll then trim the remaining cuticle oil off. I get quite a few people saying, oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? But that's just why I feel like when you're filing so close to the cuticle, you can just make it a little bit sore after you've just trimmed them. I'm in desperate need of a pedi. I've still got my P+ on from my Jan holiday. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Because obviously clients go, I find people do go a little bit longer. Right, how am I supposed to hold my finger without getting all caggy-handed? I feel like I want to do that, but then that looks bizarre on camera and nobody wants to probably see that. So, again, same technique. Around the cuticle. Down the sides. How is everyone this evening? Those who are joining. I've got mine on from the wedding I went to in October. Philippa, I might judge that one. That's out of order. No, I'm joking. It's just time. It's now a lovely French pedi. I've had clients that have been like that. I'm like, oh, we've got a French manicure now. 2 for 1. That's so funny. That's so funny. We've all done it. We've all done it. Left our pedis a little bit too long. We're like, oh, well, it's winter. They're covered. But I am going to hold my pinky like that because I feel like that's the only way I can get it to stay still. Clearly, my pinky hasn't got the strength like my other fingers do. Just checking, making sure I'm happy with the smoothness of that. And then the shape. So, when I'm doing clients' nails, I always, obviously, I'm doing the shape like from this angle, which is what you do normally with your clients, but I always check and get them to hold their hands like that. Just to make sure, because obviously you file from one view and it can look completely different to another view. So you just want to make sure that they are even, they are aligned, and they're not wonky. So I feel like getting image from both, seeing both angles, you can get a better view. So let's have a look at that pinky. I mean, when they're short, 9 times out of 10, they're quite easy to shape. You can usually get it right. I just want a little bit more. That is basically non-existent, so just a teeny tiny file on that. And then probably should have checked that before I buffed. But I'll redo that. So then getting the my foamy file. These are just great. Just going to just buff slightly over there. And again, I always, with the buffer, kind of do the same. Around the cuticle, down the sides, over the top, and at the free edge. And this just makes sure that there's no grittiness when you're actually applying the buttercream onto the nail. You know you're going to have smooth application. Oh, sorry, knocked the camera then. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe those with the LE Pro cleanser, the best cleanser. I'm just going to make sure there's no dust or residue stuck in the nails from all that filing. Hi everyone that's joining. If you have missed any parts that you're like, oh no, I wanted to see that bit, don't worry, it's going to be posted and saved on our Instagram page, so don't worry. Because obviously not everyone might have the time this evening to watch, so you can watch a little bit and then you can always go back to it at a later date. That's no problem at all. So, happy with those. Oh, I don't know how that fuzz has got on. That's probably from my top. So yeah, happy with those. Fab. So, colours. What shall I do? My French tip. I have no idea. Why didn't I plan that? I did think the Chick Flick and Chill, but obviously I've just done that on my thumb. Is there any out of those four that you fancy seeing? I'm going to do that on my pinky. I just want to clean my liner brush ready. So these, out of these four, what are you thinking? Just going to clean my gel polish brush. Ooh. Ready to do the full colour. Right, I think I'm going to do, I was going to say trippy. Trippy, it is stunning. And this is a new pot. Are we appreciating how lush that is? Obsessed. There we go. So, just going to dip that in and just wipe off any excess. Trippy is stunning. Trippy's from the Happy Vibes collection from last year. I'm going to make sure that's just clean again. Okay. Do wish this was, I don't know why it keeps jumping from like quality to quality. I don't get it. But hopefully, see, just looks grainy. I'm not sure why. So that's a little bit too much on the tip there. So always start from the sides, and I like to just let the brush kind of do the work for me. And then the same on this side. I'm just going to try and zoom in a bit more. Obviously you can do whatever thickness you like, and how deep of a French. When it's on this kind of length, I don't want them too thick. Just going to go a bit higher, just so it matches the other side. I don't know why that is so grainy. See, there, from that angle, that's great, but then I feel like I move and then it goes out of view. Look, like it's just done now. How annoying. I do apologise about that. And then just making sure it's as even as possible. It's a little bit less on the one side. going to go back out. There we go. Oh, it could just keep jumping. It is annoying. Yeah, happy with that. So I'm just going to cure that for 60 seconds. Pop the lid on that. But trippy, it's a gorgeous, vibrant orange. Tiniest hint of red, perhaps. It is a vibrant orange, corally tone though. I love it. This is fab on toes as well. Love that colour. Then I'll do a full colour in Drama Queens. Obsessed. I think this has been used quite a bit as well. If you've got the new Girls Night In collection, what's been your most popular colour? Yeah, well loved, another well loved one. I think my most popular's probably been Couch Couture, which is this one, I'm presuming. Yeah. They're all well loved. It's a really well-rounded collection. I feel like there's definitely something in there for everyone. Yeah, because I have got a few clients that, if they're watching, they know who they are. They are picky. They'll be like, oh no, that's too bright. Oh no. Whereas I feel like there is something for everyone in this collection. So if you haven't tried anything from there, definitely do. So I feel like this is like a warm, bright pink. I'm obsessed with it, to be fair. I think it's stunning. So, using the Light Elegance gel polish brush. Hopefully I can get good position. Oh, it's come back again. So I normally always start from the top and I just buffer it up. And I let the shape of the gel polish brush also help me round the cuticle. Its natural curve and just a little bit of pressure really makes it easy to get close up to the cuticle. And then bring that down. And you can see how pigmented this is. But if you do like doing two coats, because I know like we are used to doing two coats with gel polishes or anything, you can still do that with this, but just apply it a bit thinner because they are so pigmented and you don't need to waste the product. There we go. Here's another moment for the stylus tool. There we go. What base do you have on that nail? The one that I'm painting? Sorry, I missed that. Because if it's the one that I'm painting, it's just Clear Extreme. But as the base, so I did Air Bond, Tack, Fibre, Clear Fibre, and then I used Extreme, Clear Extreme. This side I really struggle with the camera. I'm like, I can't see. You're all probably thinking, hang on, she's missed a huge chunk of that nail. Yes, I have, because I can't quite see it. One day I'll get my angles right. There we go. How stunning is that? It is such a gorgeous colour. Obsessed. So going to cure that, and then I'm going to use Groovy Green. This is a fab colour. I love this. I mean, I am quite scared to have this all over on my nails. It's not my go-to, I can't lie, but I definitely have it as a French tip because I do quite like a little neon tip. I think they're fun. I think it's a good way to add colour to your nails, even if you're a little bit scared of colour. I mean, predominantly I either have Phone Home on or black tie. at the moment. It's one or the other. Phone Home seems to be my go-to at the moment, which is the Out of This World collection. That I love Phone Home. It's just unreal. I'm just waiting for that to cure. So Groovy Green. Yeah, so it's not my most loved colour here, but again, if any of my clients are watching, they know who they are. This colour would definitely scare them. I think I've probably managed to push a few of them into having it as a French tip, or it's great alongside nail art. I've got a few clients that do like a bit of abstract nail art, so you can get away with using the neons, I think, in those. So again, just get a bit of the product, and I start about here, and then I buff it up to the cuticle. And sometimes I hover the brush as well, floating the gel, if that makes any sense. Sometimes if you put too much pressure, it's when you get all the brush lines, which we don't want. We want smooth application. See, like if I put smooth, like too much pressure, look at that. Yeah, we don't want that. We just want gentle strokes. Gentle but controlled. You know, I was just thinking in my head, I'm surprised I'm not getting any on my skin on this one, considering how short it is. And then I did it. So I'm just going to gently dab. I think I've been going too thin with too much pressure. I'm afraid of laying it down thicker, but it never looks this nice. I think it's just a lot of practice, really. I mean, you can apply it thin, but just do 2 layers. But just don't put too much pressure, because then you get, that's when you do get the lines like previously demonstrated. But yeah, it's just practice, getting the feel of the product. Especially because obviously now we're going straight to just having buttercream as opposed to the gel, the original, like these pots, like the colour gel pots, because you could apply them, I used to apply those with 2 layers, being a bit thinner, whereas because these are so pigmented, I do feel like just letting the product do the work for you. Maybe I'll try and be braver next time I use the buttercreams. Yeah, be braver, you'll be fine. And at the end of the day, the beauty of gel polish, if you don't like how you've applied it, you wipe it off and start again, because it's not set in stone until you've cured it. So I wouldn't worry, you know, that is the beauty of gel. I mean, thank goodness we don't have, there's no drying your nails, like air dry nail polish, the normal nail polish. So I'm just curing that in the lamp now for 60 seconds. I feel like today's gone ever so quick. Well, these lives have. I feel like only a second ago I was watching Layla's pedicure live. So if you missed that, definitely watch that. They're all going to be saved onto our Instagram. So definitely grab yourself a drink and sit down and have a watch of those. Very therapeutic, the pedicure one is. And Mandy's, her ombres, they're incredible. So yeah, they'll all be saved. And also tomorrow we've got some more lives happening. So we've got Lenore with watercolours. I'm really excited to watch that because I've never ever used watercolours. So that'll be fun. And we've got Connie on at 7 p.m. with checkboard and flame nail art. The checkboard, I won't lie, that's my enemy. haven't tackled that very well. I've done it a few times on clients and I am happy with it, but I do find that I just find it really hard to do. So I'm hoping I can take some notes on that. So definitely watch those. I've been practicing today, Jess. So I'm just going to re-wipe just in case I've been leaning in on this and it's caught any dust. So the grand reveal of the encapsulated nail. I forgot what the word was then. Again, there's something with lives that I feel like my vocabulary just disappears. So as usual, using Super Shiny. Obviously, we've also got top gloss for your non-wipe. And we're just going to do the grand reveal, bringing the glitter back to life. And just buffing that up. Buffering it up to the cuticle and bringing it down. I mean, how stunning is that? I want the camera to go back to how it was. I feel like it's still on that grainy image. Look, it'll change. There we go. There you go. You can see it more now. I mean, how pretty is that? Obsessed. Yeah, they'll all be saved on the Instagram page. So don't worry about that. You can always go back and rewatch them. Or if you missed any of this, you can rewatch and go back. So, and then I'm going to top coat these. I'm using Super Shiny on them all. These are going to be fun going around with tomorrow. Just a mixture of nails. I feel like I was holding my breath then when I was doing that. I always find myself doing that, especially when it comes to French manicures. Just going to flash cure that. And then for the French, bring that back to life. I love Ideal Pink. I just feel like I do love the other like Cover Pinky gels, but I just feel Ideal Pink, for the majority of my clients and myself, it's the tone that works best, and I just go through loads of it. Hence why I did I get the tubes of them because I just go through them so quickly. But getting the tubes, it's far better value for money. I don't think I've ordered. Bearing in mind, I am quite a busy. I feel like I've lost my words again. So I am quite a busy nail tech. So I tend to have between like six to 8, sometimes 10 clients a day on a really crazy day. And I haven't had to order the Ideal Pink tube, the 120ml tube, since November. So really, with all the Christmas rush and how many clients I'm doing a day, and I'm doing about 3 to 4 French manicures a day using it, it's lasted a long time. So it's definitely far better value for money, I find. But I just pour it in one of the tubs, although that one says Ideal Pink Builder. It's not in there, it's Ideal Pink Extreme. So Super Shiny, that's curing for 60 seconds. And then when it comes out, just leave it for the same amount of time for the top coat to cool down as well. Because if you take it out the lamp and you wipe it straight away, sometimes it's not as shiny. Just let it cool down. And what I normally do in this time frame when I'm doing it on clients, I get my finish file, and that's when I tidy up underneath, just capping the edge and doing the same. And this prevents any lifting. I thought I got the rest of the gel off that finger, and now I've seen, I'm like, how did I miss that? It's quite a big chunk. Do try to prevent that happening because we don't want it touching the skin. And doing this, I know it's obviously the product's still sticky, but it also helps stopping the dust getting everywhere because it's stuck on the sticky layer of the top coat. And then by the time I've done all the nails, they're ready to be wiped off. So then they are nice and shiny. Sparkling Rosy is so good too. Oh, it is good. From the Jimmy Gel collection, they are stunning. That is a stunning one. So just wiping the inhibition layer off with the LE Pro cleanser, getting all the dust from around as well. And there we go. And then, of course, finishing off with the Pro Cuticle Oil. Oh, what of an October Air Bond. That was a close one. So, just a daft and rubbing that all in. Hope you've enjoyed this live today and the previous lives from Mandy and Layla. Going to rub all that in, and it smells incredible. I'm obsessed with the LE Pro Cuticle Oil. It is incredible, and it should be a law made that you have to squeak the nails after you've applied the cuticle oil because it just makes photos look so much better. Please do that if you're one that doesn't. You're not taking the cuticle oil off the cuticles or the skin, you're just squeaking it off the nail bed, because see how there's like a layer? You want to get that off of the nail bed, off of the actual nail. Hear that squeak? That is what you want to hear. I feel like that's not made a difference. I don't know if it's because if it's on the camera, but on photos it really does make a difference. Right, let me get out the camera a sec. So you can see the difference. Like I feel like that one just looks a bit more wet. Like they just look wet, whereas that looks sleek and shiny. Same as that. So I'm just going to flip back around before we finish. Oh, sorry, my probably very shiny head in the way. So thanks for watching. That was the hard gel manicure tutorial, doing a French, doing an encapsulation and doing some full colour nails. If you've only just joined on and you've missed this, don't worry, it's going to be saved onto the Light Elegance Instagram, as well as Layla's. Layla's is already on there, and so is Mandy's. And then tomorrow night you've got Lenore with watercolours at 6, and Connie is at 7 with checkboard and flame nail art. So if you don't know already, we're doing a 20% off deal using the code PBMarch20 for 20% off your order, so make the most of that. I know I did. I saved £129 this morning. I feel very smug about it. But I'll probably end up doing another order tomorrow because I've probably forgotten something, no doubt. But if you're watching this at a later date and the discount codes aren't on, you can always use code Jessica for 5% off. So every penny counts, so you've got to make the most of it. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight and hearing me waffle on and show you how to do nails. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you all soon. Bye.